What's up, guys? It's your boy Wilbur, Will, aka MTG Knowledge, and I'm driving home from work. And I was like, you know what? I don't really want to wait to sit in traffic, to get home, to take my tie off. Let me do that right now, real quick, because we ain't playing. I'm not playing. Kind of struggled right there. We are going to. Hopefully, the camera view is good. I actually am shooting this with my iPhone 7. Like I shoot all my videos, but I just can't really see if I'm in the shot. But if I am, I'm not. That's okay. You're gonna listen to my beautiful voice, and we're gonna be talking about 3 big major things that I haven't discussed on the channel. One, let me get into this left lane real quick. One, we're gonna be talking about Armonkhet. We're gonna be talking about basically what kind of decks come out of Armonkhet, and we're also gonna discuss what it's gonna do for standard and everything like that. We're gonna be talking about iconic masters, the new kind of modern masters, but more like legacy. So the reserve list is MTG. Wizards of the Coast, WotC, are they actually going to touch the reserve list in this set? And then we're going to be talking about, what is the last thing we're going to be talking about? Kind of ponders my mind. Let me take a look. Oh, we're going to be taking a look at some of the little promos they threw from the new GPs, the new set, Ixalan, and the new Pro Tour, not rules, but the new Pro Tour format they're going to be having, and the pre-release for Ixalan, and all that good shit, and game day, that kind of bullshit. So let's start with Armonkhet. So Armonkhet, it's looking like a decent set. Now, could they have put a little bit more power in Armonkhet? I'm pretty sure they really could have. Once again, I always compare this. A lot of the sets, honestly, that are like base sets, like Kaladesh, Armonkhet, this set looked like Khans of Tarkir all over again, but without the fetches. Me personally, I honestly thought that the set after Armonkhet would have the fetches, but Armonkhet itself could have the fetches. We could have seen Marsh Flats, Scald Tarn, Misty Rainforest, what's the other motherfucker, right? Verdant Catacombs could have all been a set from Armonkhet. They could have made it Egyptian theme and made it fit in. It would have been perfect. I think it would have been good. But they brought back a little bit of kind of like mono red. So mono red aggro will be a new deck. Well, not a new deck, but it's going to be coming back into standard, which I thought is when standard's at its best. When standard has a control deck and then a mono red deck, it puts all the other decks in balance. It puts a mid-range deck in the format, puts a graveyard deck in the format. So this kind of reminds you of Khans of Tarkir. You had, your Whip of Erebos decks, which basically, not from Khans, from Theros, but, it brought back your Whip of Erebos deck with the Hornet Queen, all that good shit. That was a good mid-range late game deck. You had your green-red ramp. What's cool is the news, like Sylvan Carrier, they added Sylvan Carrier card that gets 3/-1/1 counter, so it becomes a 0/1 when it enters the battlefield. You remove a -1/-1, and it basically lets you, when you remove a -1/-1, it adds mana. You only can do it basically during your turn, so it's cool. They brought out some mono red cards. Pull from tomorrow, I believe, or pull through. It's the 2 blue island. I'll show it on the screen. It's the 2 blue and X mana. And you basically get to draw that many cards and then discard 1 card, discard a card. So that's pretty cool. I think that's really cool in the set. Honestly, I was saying for control to be good, they needed a card that can either draw them a lot of cards or go through. Divination, kind of got a reprint as a new card, but basically a divination with cycling. So that's going to be cool. So basically look for blue, white, Jim Davis, that motherfucker to be playing blue, white, blue, black, all that kind of stuff. Also, mid-range deck got a lot better. I don't think anything really big for the Saheeli deck. Maybe 4 colors. Got the new Nissa, which is pretty cool. Just maybe going through your deck a little bit more, scrying. So it kind of gives you a turn 3 play besides Saheeli, which is pretty nice. So maybe you see 2 or 3 copies in those decks. Yeah, but overall, we're going to see maybe a zombie deck come out, which is going to be awesome. Maybe another better tokens deck is going to be out. I'm just really excited to see Armonkhet change the standard of format standards format, because control will be back, mono red will be back, so it's going to be a lot more juicy. There's the infinite combo, well, not the infinite combo, but there's a 3-turn kill with but like Dead Boa Constrictor and the cycling cards and graveyard cards, and then the new red mana Sphinx rare. He's the adept. He's called ADEPT Adept. He basically lets you when you discard a card, he gets minus. Whenever you discard a card or cycle, he gets plus 1/0. So he's cool. And then Into the Grave returns all the cards you basically cycle discard for the turn back to the hand. So that's cool. We had a 3-card combo. So maybe we'll play a 5-color deck. Actually, yeah, we could play a 5-color deck and then just play that turn 3 killing the Saheeli deck as well. Take out the Whirl of Virtuosos and all that cool shit. Put them back in the deck. That'd be pretty cool. There's just a lot more decks that honestly are going to come out of Armonkhet. It's going to be nice. The lands aren't really that, I think, game-changing. Maybe this gives mid-range a better draw power, control better draw, all that kind of good bullshit. Next, Iconic Masters. Now, I'm excited for this. This is pretty cool. I think we're going to see Wizards, WotC, whatever the fuck you want to call them, these MTG players. They are going to be reprinting some cards from the original base set and all that good stuff. You know, the original reserve list, Arabian Nights, all that good stuff. And that's what I'm pretty excited about, honestly. We might see the dual lands. You know, we might see those motherfuckers come into this set. And it's going to be interesting. It's a 24-pack set. So basically like another Modern Masters, but maybe for the reserve list. So if they do this, honestly, if Wizards of the Coast does this, I feel like they will lose a lot of their old school fans, but we may see an uptick in Legacy and Modern, you know. Mainly in Legacy, you'll see a lot more people playing those kind of formats and stuff. And then Mitch's players will just be like, fuck you, Wizards of the Coast. Fuck you. Y'all did us dirty. And basically take you to Pound Town. So, you know, take you to the curb stomp you. So Iconic Masters, not too much to talk about right now. It doesn't get released till like November of 2017, so it's not really too much information on it. We just know basically what the set is going to be about. And then we have the final Ixalan. Ixalan, I believe, comes out in either September or November. But it's not what Ixalan brings, it's what the Pro Tour format brings. And everyone, you know, we're not in the Pro Tour or anything like that, but it's nice to watch, and I'll give you a little information on it. So basically, game day will be legit, what was it? The Pro Tour. So basically the Pro Tour will be 5 weeks after the set release. So it gives more people time to brew with the decks and see what cards fit in. And then a week after will be game day. Usually, you know, you have the Pro Tour, and then during the Pro Tour you have game day. So they're kind of spreading it out, basically giving players, I think what it does is it rewards, you know, instead of players just watching the Pro Tour and then copying the decks, it gives game day a better feel, a better mix. So I honestly, not like it's gonna make it janky, but you're not gonna get jankier decks. You're just gonna get decks that are a little bit less better constructed. It's better for people who know what they're doing and building. So of course there'll be deck lists for people and stuff like that, IQs and everything like that, but there won't be too much before what happens with game day. I just think with game day, you just get a bunch of people who look at the Pro Tour and they're like, okay, this one, I'm gonna play this deck. Okay, this deck is built. So what it does is it gives people a better chance of building. You can see a lot more diversity in game day. So game day will be pretty cool. And of course, you can always look at my channel. That's when Ixalan comes up, but the next one, Armonkhet, will be at Armonkhet, and we will definitely be recording videos for that. For game day, I'll be playing in it, doing a lot of footage coverage, a lot of pack openings, pre-release, a lot of pack openings, all that jazzy networking bullshit, which is happening today. So maybe we'll be able to make it to the pre-release, the later one. But it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be pretty cool when we do that for Armonkhet. So once again, it's your boy Wilbur. If you want to leave me a message, leave it down in the comment section below. Like, comment, subscribe, all that jazzy networking bullshit. Become part of the crew. Let me take my turn real quick, guys. Okay. Yeah, calm the fuck down. Like, comment, subscribe, become part of the crew. See you guys later.